Hey. Hey. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sussex Saturday. I am VS Speaks Royally. I hope you all are well. Connie, how are you? To all the channel members out there, Elaine, Lydia, Marshall, Lorna, Diane, Hattie. Let me see. Elaine, if I didn't say it already. Let me see. Did I say Lydia? I don't see Church Nelly, which is surprising. I hope she's okay. There might be other streams live, so that might be the delay in me seeing her. So, woo, breather. Let me see. I'm still kind of raging from Thursday. If you join Twisted Thursday, you understand. But it's just the things that the media will do or just never ceases to surprise me. So, hey, Firefly, how are you? Let's see. I'm looking at a couple of comments. Let me see this. The squad was on fire this week, serving up the very hot tea, bringing all receipts. We've been waiting for Camilla Devil Spawn to come out of the woodwork. Oh, yes, the king's other son. I'll get to, we're going to get to that. Gloria, good morning, VS and squatties. Please keep praying for me. A little setback, fluid to be drawn out of my elbow from therapy. Back in a sling for another week. I'll be in the clouds. Okay, well, I hope you feel a lot better soon. It sounds very painful. And so, prayers for you there, Gloria. Let me see. Yeah, no more olive branches. Well, they can take the olive branches and place them in a certain spot that the sun don't shine, as we like to say. All right, let me do this first because I'm not going to rage yet. Okay, disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. And as I like to do on Sussex Saturdays, I read my favorite quote of Harry and Meghan. Each of us can change our communities. All of us can change the world. I would love if they could just change the mindsets of the people in the UK that just seem to keep coming after them. But, maybe one day, I don't know. So, moving right on through into some good content that we have before we hit trash time. I saw this on Royal Suitors and I wanted to share. And Sentebale, which supports children in Lesotho and Botswana living with the impact of HIV, raised 4.5 million pounds in 2021-2022, up from the 3.1 million pounds the year before. This includes a donation of $1.5 million, about 1.2 million pounds from Prince Harry. So Spare has come to give, as he said he was going to. For those that don't wish to remember anything Harry and Meghan have ever said, he said he was going to donate proceeds. So, let's remember Harry does have a job, although some want to consider that, he's still living as a pauper as he did when he was on the grounds of KP. Nevertheless, moving on to another little good news here. Archwell Foundation was given a shout out. Kaboom. They said we first partnered with hashtag Uvalde and the Archwell Foundation to support community healing by building a play space. Here's an update on the playground, which now brings joy to hundreds of children. Support Kaboom as we build more playgrounds across the country. Of course, I grabbed the screenshot, did not grab the link, but I'm sure if you do a Google search for this, you will find it. And it's always good stuff like that. That makes me happy that I support whom I do. Okay. Now, moving into Squatty Corner, and I have to change that screenshot. Woo. I wanted to say thank you. I was actually pretty surprised. In 9 days, my sub number went up 100 people. So thank you all out there for continuing to hit the like button, sharing, getting the word out. Lydia, I see what you do over there on Royal Sussex Baron, for even allowing my link to be shared. I appreciate you so very much. All right. So I would sing, but I'm not going to. Now, before I get into the crux of it all with trash time, let me just see if there's any other comments. Hey, Tier, how you doing? Anna, I see you. Hattie, I'm sure Wellchild is glad Prince Harry still supports them. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Now, if they cut up and choose to say something out of line, that will be on them. But, they seem to be keeping it together so far. I'm going in reverse of these comments, so I know that one was before the other. Let's see. You would think those charities in the UK that are going bankrupt would look at this and say something. Yeah, they dare not. And they keep their wagon hitched to the others. So be it. Mm-hmm. Diane, yes, Sentebale. Harry shows what can be done without title usage, without government funding. Sussex strong. Ding, ding, ding. There you go. Mm-hmm. Dolores, yes, we're getting ready to discuss a lot of that. In trash time. There won't be so many choice words as there was on Twisted Thursday, but there may be. I don't know. I'm just, hey, Black Queen. You just never know what might roll out. And I have my cup of tea here, so maybe if I keep it close to take a sip, that'll keep me from saying something out of sorts. I told you all that that was going to go yellow for ad. Yeah, ad content. It did. And it's fine because it needed to be, what I said needed to be said, and I needed to get it out. So Kuja agrees, as you can hear her in the background. Hey, Max, how are you? Elaine, you're kicking it off already. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'll do this and then we'll jump to trash time. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. I don't know what is going on with these. Okay, so let me do a little of a cleanse before we get to. So if you watched the Netflix series, you'll know what this quick clip is from. But this is yeah, Meghan getting away from the UK media. This is how I kind of look at it. Let me take this highlight off. And again, Elaine, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
She's happy to go up the hill, but she hates going down the hill.
We don't have that much farther to go.
What?
So I ask you
to. So I always think that clip is hilarious, and someone happened to share it, and I was like, oh, I'm going to share it. It's a very short one. Copyright disclaimer, already played. But it's just a matter of, yeah. She's being so like, oh, we don't have that much further to go. And Harry's like, what? Yeah, that's how we're feeling right now with the cuckoo birds over there in the media. So one day, I like to be optimistic. One day. All right, so that was our little cleanse and our rejuvenation right before this occurs. So get ready, everybody. It's your favorite time. It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time. Okay. So I uploaded the little screenshot that I have. I have to take a deep breath. So there's quite a few items. I see the media is regurgitating stuff. One of the last items that I'll cover is what I call Lettergate 2.0. So seems the palaces would have learned leaking stuff out to media. Meghan owns copyright if she wrote the letter, so therefore nothing should have been leaked without her permission. But okay, we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. First things first. This was from this year. Like, I had to take a step back for a second because I was like, what is this saying? Mind you, Telegraph, take it for what it's worth. Nothing. Prince Harry thanks controversial Sussex squad for boost to his Centabali charity. Controversial? Don't play with us. Sussex squad is not controversial. We give like no other. Okay? Say what you want. You all really are trying to take down the squad, but there's no way to take down a group of people that some we don't even know that truly support Harry and Meghan and their endeavors. But, you know, those that are a little bit more vocal, you know about, but don't discount the ones. Don't call us controversial because we're not in the least. Just because we call you out on your bullshit does not mean that we're controversial. Okay. So, you know, army of social media followers have previously been in spotlight after some members indulged in online abuse. That's a lie. Of the Duke's critics, that's a lie. That is a lie. And even the one that works for this one, yeah, lie. Talking about you get threats and all that, lie. because y'all don't even know how to do it correctly, and that you show your email and you see that it's the bogus email, and even I think the Met Police were involved in the one because we kept insisting that they get involved. Yeah. Don't play with the squad, and don't try to smear us either. Okay. I just labeled this one a happy, loving couple. Out on an engagement somewhere. Somewhere. And in fact, these pictures, there's pictures showing their faces, of course, but someone questioned how space has more hair now. I won't even go there. I didn't even want, I was like, we're not doing that today. I mean, it's trash time, but yeah, it's not. No. So this one is a little different because it's the way it was titled. And I just chuckled at how they title it. And her video is just, the story behind this all. So it's not a royal UK member, but still. So I saw this and was like, oh, the AP? Okay. American princess evicted from villa in Rome. And she, in this video, was like, oh, y'all are here. Oh. Now, at first I was like, is that Gwyneth Paltrow? Because that's who it looked like to me initially. Some people do look alike. But, no, not her. It really is. There was a whole story, and there was a video going with this, and it's in regards to an inheritance battle. And to hear some of the people with their French accents, we follow laws over here, and if you gotta go, you gotta go, and she needs to go. I'm like, oh, okay. So not knowing where she's going, but she's not staying in the villa in Rome. See, this is the stuff they had wanted for Meghan. And so that's why I found it a little, not the situation, but, rich people do the craziest stuff. Now that's an eviction because they had police. They had all kinds of stuff going on there. Anyway, the consort. Charles claimed expenses on duchy for all of Camilla's costs. She must do a number for him. And whatever that is in your mind, it's probably the same in mine, but she must do a number for him because he'd cover all her costs. Okay. I said I was going to try to behave. Sorry, I can't when it comes out to this stuff. Now, this is just hilarious to me. GB News, Queen Camilla. She hasn't gotten that title officially yet. Just calm your nerves. Heralded over public image rehabilitation with gracious response expected. Okay. Yeah. I had to take a sip of my tea on that one. Emu got called out by another media. Somebody else that's like, I guess, a true journalist. Go figure. So talking about what we're getting ready to speak on, some letter that was allegedly leaked. But if Harry and Meghan aren't there, and it was from 3 years ago, I'm still trying to figure out what is wrong with the PR arm of the royals over there. Like, y'all are some crazy cast. You're a crazy cast. That's all I can say. But I love how she got called out. Like, that's absolutely untrue. Harry and Meghan did not leak that. So now, speaking of the Conyer Nation, when you have this as PR, oh my gosh, hilarious. So in the Tampax aisle, let's celebrate the king's coronation. I don't care if this was set up by a squatty. It is hilarious, but it seems to be within a store, so I'm going to leave it at that. I just take the screenshots, but it is perfect. That's what he wanted to be, and say fits for that Conure Nation. All right, let's see. I'll go with incandescent first. Incandescent. So he still has his short-tempered and can be difficult to work with. If this keeps coming out, so there must have been some infighting between, CHKP, so Clarence House, Kensington Palace. Buckingham is the one that they all roll up into. So, but yeah, those two households seem to really be going at it and briefing. Of course, they want to bring Harry and Meghan into the mess. I'm so glad they're not over there anymore, because we would really be ranting and raving if they still were there. But who's the bully again? Between him and his current wife? I'll put it that way. All right, so this was mentioned in the chat. And so, yes, the king's other son, that's how I'm saying it, just my opinion. Queen Camilla's son shuts down Prince Harry's claim that she played the long game, which, let me take the banner down because you might be able to see it. Yeah. Played the long game to marry King Charles. Obviously, he's not the smartest crayon in the box, because that makes absolutely no sense to anyone who has watched over the years and knows that the Khan and King were screwing around with each other during their marriages to two other people. And, she played the long, very long, sticky, nasty game. She did. So nothing in what this person has to say. Is he stepping forward as the third son? Is he older than William, by the way? Does anybody know? I'm just asking. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. This is karma section. So those who know EH, her name is on the screen. I don't need to say it. She's looking for a new job. Ooh, that's what you get, karma. Karma came and swept you right on out. The fact that she goes, I also write viral stories about the royal family. No, you write lies. And you write it about a certain member of the royal family, Meghan. That's what you do. And her ancestors have spoken. I hope you stay where you are. There you go. And another one, BuzzFeed investors have pushed CEO to shut down, which leads back to Elle being out of, because she was a BuzzFeeder. Now there is some light shed on why Nana was so nasty towards Meghan. She's got a new job. Mail on Sunday. Shocker. So that's what you have to do to get a job. And I just say a job because you're not a true journalist. You just write shit to be writing it. But yeah, she, hopefully we won't have to see too much of her face. I'll just say that. She's a nasty one. Okay. So this I titled Prince Pauper. So this person decided to go on Twitter and say, I wonder what is going through Meghan Markle's mind now that she realizes that a prince only lives like a billionaire when he's in good graces with his family. So not caught is that he was living in good graces with his family. Prince Pauper. In good graces with his family, who couldn't care for his wife as was supposed to occur when she married into the family and gave up her career and all of her livelihood that she had. But living like a billionaire and not caught, he's got the people mixed up because, okay, the 15-room apartment in Kensington Palace, okay, I give you, living like a billionaire. Harry couldn't even stand up in parts of Not Caught. So what the hell are you crazies talking about? She wasn't a gold digger, never was. She brought millions into that marriage and then helped furnish Not Caught. And there are other homes, of course, her taste. Harry's not even concerned with the aesthetic, as most men aren't, but yeah. I just really, people, come on now. Because where he's living now, he is living like a billionaire. And he doesn't need to be part of the royal family for that. Okay. Another sip of tea. Unconscious BS. So this was from January. Prince Harry is wrong because of Spare being released, but now all this stuff is coming back around and circling around. Prince Harry is wrong. Unconscious bias is not different to racism. It isn't. It's the same. But that unconscious bias is a term used mostly, I believe, in the UK, and that helps lessen the blow, I think, for them. So those that, Harry uses it more than I've ever heard. So it is coming up shortly, and you'll understand why I have it here. Where they're trying to say, Meghan used it. And I'm like, I don't think so, but okay, if you say so. Now, please don't start with Shonda Rhimes and, she's snubbing Meghan. And it's just like, I didn't think about Meghan Markle when writing. So Bridgerton's Shonda Rhimes on race, royals, and romps. So she has a new Netflix period piece on Queen Charlotte, which sounds very interesting. I may watch it, but I will be watching to see if she says anything else. I mean, excuse me, of course she wouldn't be thinking of Meghan. I mean, it's kind of like, why would she when you're doing, a writing on Queen Charlotte, who was long before even QE2. Come on now. But, anything for headlines, I guess. Woody Woot is at it again. So GB News, he retweeted this, but I think Meghan was scared. Now, when you see who this is from, you're probably reading it anyway. Okay, I think Meghan was scared of coming back to this country, and quite rightly, because people in this country don't like the fact that she's stolen our prince. She's brainwashed him, blinkered him, whatever the hell that means, and tied him down to his California mansion. Paul Burrell. Paul Burrell, the same one who was the butler of Diana. Paul Burrell, the same one who stole Diana's clothing and shoes for personal use, I would presume. Paul Burrell has nerve to talk about somebody stealing something. Number one, Harry is not your property. But get over it, because it is coming up quickly on 5 years. 5 years. Y'all really need to get over it. Please. Please. Please get over it. Okay. Much longer than what y'all all said they were going to last, let me just say. And more children than you thought they were going to have. Okay. Now, what does blinkered mean? Blinkered him? The sayings of the UK, I tell you. I'll check. Hopefully Elaine or another UKer can tell me what the heck Paul Burrell is talking about. Woody Woot was so proud of this. They had this whole video going on. Of course, he had to put Harry and Meghan's name in here in order to, of course, catch eyes which he did, because I was looking for something else he did and saw this and was like, what? But of course, there's this whole new site they've created, blah, blah, blah. But there's a clip of Harry and Meghan in their wedding. So they show all the different weddings, and they did include Harry and Meghan, but gotta use them. Oh, yeah, woody woo. So irrelevant. Ooh, but you gotta use them. All right, we're getting to the big pieces of trash time. This is the granddaddy number one of the bullshit piece that I just wanted to highlight today. The letter is going to take a little bit of time. So, GB News. Meghan Markle's children snubbed in image released to mark Queen Elizabeth's birthday, which was, I believe, yesterday, or maybe it was the 20th. I do not know. But, okay, so it's now coming out that this picture was photoshopped per many people. It's not just Squad calling foul, but it was photoshopped. Louis, who was behind the girl in the red shirt, was photoshopped in just by the lighting and et cetera, et cetera. And heck, the Queen could have been photoshopped in. But the fact that you had to mention that Meghan Markle's children snubbed. The two blood princesses from Andrew aren't, their children aren't in this picture either. So, yeah. And why wouldn't the heir to the heir be sitting next to the Queen? Because, you know, they were big on that when they did a picture just with all the heirs and the Queen. So, kind of scratching my head on that. I think the whole thing is just a bunch of malarkey. And you know, while some people are like, oh, it's a cute picture. Yeah. With her grands and or great grands. Because the two all the way in the back of the picture are grandchildren. And I'll just leave it at that. Okay, getting to the granddaddy of them all. We now have, it is 2023, and we have Lettergate 2.0. Thank you, Royal Suitor, for doing the Lord's work and reading these things so that I nor other ones have to. So I just have to take my time with this because it's just unreal. So, you know, the Telegraph exclusive, Meghan wrote to the King over racism concerns. Remember an interview that happened with Oprah? And I do believe she mentioned this and was told that she's a liar and she's never, okay. So suddenly now, that's why I said there has to have been a fight. There's an inner fighting going on between CH and KP because this stuff is bubbling up for what purpose? I know you're trying to make, you know, the consort look good, but it doesn't, especially with her son coming out or their son coming out, as I like to say. Okay, so Royal Suitor took this out of the article. A source claimed, here we go with the goddamn source. A source claimed that the letters make clear the identity of the senior member of the family who made the comment about skin tone. It is understood that both the King and the Duchess acknowledged that the individual's remark was not made with malice. It doesn't mean that it changes. If you're concerned about a fetus's pigment from a biracial woman, you are a racist. I'm going to say it again. Okay. Now, I wanted to highlight, because, you know, I had to highlight this text right under there. Revelations come after Duchess of Sussex confirms she will not come to Britain for Charles's coronation. So a letter written long before they left the UK, you know, a discussion that took place during the Oprah interview about the pigment of their unborn child at the time. There was concern. The people that like to shake hands through chain link fence with brown people or be carried on their shoulders. Yeah, those people. Mm-hmm. It's all the fingers are pointing. So many thought it was, KC3. But if you really were following who jumped out first to say, we's not a racist family. We's not a racist family. Oh, no, we not a racist family. The first one that jumped out there, trying to cover his ish. My opinion. Just my opinion. So, also, it just says Megan's letter is said to suggest that she never intended to specifically accuse the individual involved of being a racist, but was raising concerns about unconscious bias. Now, that is, again, is a UK term. So they better, I hope she releases that damn letter. I hope she releases it since y'all want to leak it to the media. However, it's understood she does still consider the comment to be racist. So the person allegedly didn't mean malice, but it was racist. Okay, y'all are talking out of both sides of your face, but so let's go back to the statement after the Oprah interview. When the Queen issued this statement, the whole family is saddened to learn the full extent of how challenging the last few years have been for Harry and Meghan. The issues raised, particularly that of race, are concerning. While some recollections may vary. Now, we all know when that statement came out, we locked in on that because we were like, oh, recollections may vary. Oh, okay. They are taken very seriously and will be addressed by the family privately. They will be addressed by the family privately. They will be addressed by the family privately. But the family leaked a letter she wrote. Although you claim she lied in the Oprah interview, and recollections, recollections may vary. Racism doesn't vary. It may vary in intensity, but it's still racism. Let's just make that clear. So we're going to tell you our recollections never varied. We knew you all were guilty as sin. So while this is coming up, I guess, again, to protect consort. But what you all, and I say this over and over and over again, the UK media tell on themselves, and squatties have some eyes, and several pointed this out and put it side by side. I, of course, cannot do that at this moment and didn't think to put them side by side, but Valentine Lowe, fascinating story by Victoria Ward. The question is, why does the Sussex camp want to leak all of this? Is it Meghan trying to prevent an outbreak of peace between Harry and his father? The father that didn't have time to even see Harry when he was over there just recently? That one? And all the headlines that said he wouldn't have time for him during the coronation? Okay. And intriguing that they shouldn't resort to the sort of briefing that they condemned in others. RP, Richard Palmer, interesting piece by Victoria Ward, is the Duchess of Sussex again engaging in the sort of selective briefing she accused the palace of, using to undermine tentative efforts to repair the damage between her husband and his family? Was this done with Harry's agreement? Oh, you all are telling on yourselves. You all had the same talking points. You just changed a few words. And we've seen the bullshit for what it is. Now, the fact that you want us to believe that Meghan or Harry would leak to a UK media a rota that they don't have any dealings with, and they haven't since they made an announcement in 2019 that they weren't dealing with them. but we're to believe that they leaked. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. The only way they get this information, the UK media, is when the palaces leak it. Let's be clear. Now, to make it in such a good light for, KC3, obviously we can see where it's coming from. No, allegedly, obviously. Otherwise, we would have no knowledge of it. So I really do want to know, are they printing segments of this letter? Because we're going to have another lawsuit again. Because remember who owns the copyright? Y'all should remember privacy. Privacy. Why would Meghan and Harry even bother? They wouldn't. And anyone with a brain and common sense would know this. But the UK media, the Rota, want us to believe that they're leaking to them. Oh, look, they're leaking. Come on now. Come on now. All right. That's all that I have right now. So there's over 200 comments since I've been going on and on. And so I'm going to scroll up in the comments. Woo! Firefly. Firefly, I swear you want me to cry on every live stream, don't you? I love you. But oops, excuse me, y'all. In Candy, I see yours. So let me try to scroll up. I hope I haven't missed anything on the other side. So I'm going to firstly try to scroll up in some comments. Where are we in time? Okay, so I'm going to come. Let me see. Little Mac is a drug user. Clear it's impacting his reason. Oh, you know what? Black Queen, who is the commoner peasant son addressing King Harry? I'm guessing that's why I said that I believe that must be the third son of KC3. I'm just assuming. I don't know. Because why would he speak to tabloids to try to smear Harry right before his mama gets a title? And his stepdaddy? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me see. So Firefly, let me go on the other side and see if there's a message to it. No. Okay. So it's just a super chat. I can't see any message if there is. All right. Firefly, let me try to find this in the chat. Where is it? I just wanted to highlight it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. All right. So Firefly, thank you for the generosity. You like over the top, and I'm just humbled. I really am humbled. Okay, let me play the music. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. I may have to upload another one. Lord, it keeps skipping on me. But thank you for just an awesome donation. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so I did see, and I want to get to Candy also. And then I'll go through the comments. So Candy, thank you also. And here you go. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. I guess I done wore it out, and it's skipping at the same spot, it seems. Okay, so thank you all. Now let me go back up into some of the comments. Where are we? 11:44. Please do not get upset, but there are so many comments, and yes, as I say all the time, I'm skipping a great deal of them. But if there's something really, really important you want me to see that I can read, I'll just repost it again as I'm coming down into the comments. I should see it then, but it's so many to go back in time and just, my gosh. Teresa, boom, there it is. Truth coming out of Woody. Yeah, Woody Woot wants Harry for himself. I guess pegging William was, oh, Lord. Okay, Marshall. I didn't read that one. Allegedly. Yes, allegedly. At least let me. Oh my. Lottie. Dan Woon acts like Harry's his woman. Well, he's. I'm going to move on. I can't. Okay, here we go. Nina. Blinkered is like having blinders on. Oh, is that it? Oh, Harry's not. Harry might be blinded by love, but what did he say when he first saw Meghan? With the Snapchat filter? Wow. Who's that? Booty boots, just, And Burrell needs to go. He needs to go steal some clothes from somebody else. I'm sure he would love to raid Meghan's closet. Sip of tea. I'm surprised he wasn't there looting the jewels. Okay, let me stop. Anna, the British royal family loves bootlicking. Well, do. Well, Mary, I see your comment, Mary H. Yes, they do have a particular fetish for Prince Harry. I mean, rightly so. Look at the man, okay? We've seen him in his, military uniform. We've seen him in a suit, especially the ones he has now that are fitted to him. Okay. And let them keep on fantasizing. Cookies and cream, how are you? My manager. Okay. It's a shame that DT is allowing his only biracial grandchildren to be constantly disrespected and abused. Yeah, it is a shame. But that headline for, Meghan Markle's children snubbed. No, they weren't. So then Eugenie's and, oh Lord, what's the other one's name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Yes. Their children were snubbed as well, but we won't make a big deal of it. And I believe the child, the youngest child that was shown in that picture is much bigger than that now. So how long ago was that photoshopped or put together? However you want to say it. Little Mac, Meghan needs to write letters in invisible ink so these royal sources cannot leak. Oh, she needs that special ink like in Mission Impossible. So they would write something and it'd be like this will self-destruct in 10 seconds. Good luck, Jim. That's what it said. Good luck, Chuck. That's what it should say. No, I want them, go ahead and release it. But you have to release the whole letter, not little pieces and parts. But anything and everything just to drag her name. And I'm sure she has the receipt because, she knows the deal. What will be leaked, what won't. And yes, Kuja, that was a notification on my phone. Calm all the way down. Calm all the way down. Alan! Alan. God love you, Alan. Yeah, I just read that. Mm-hmm. Woo! Okay. Thank you for your donation. You all can read what he said. And this is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Okay. I'm not going to get through comments because, all right. Okay, I'm going to have to skip more comments. Okay. Dolores, the article is more about Meghan and what she said, not anything about what Charles said, since he sent her a letter and they are printing her response. Again, she has copyright because it is something that she wrote. But they've been holding on to this for years, and suddenly now, I guess recollections are aligning with what was already stated. So either something massive is getting ready to hit. We know that come on, calm down, Bella. We know that the chief of staff or the former chief of staff is now being sued for discrimination. So maybe this is their attempt to say, oh no, we's not no racist family. Oh no, so we's not. Maybe our ancestors were, but we's not. We's no longer. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of that. Ooh, Kuja. Excuse me, Rachel. 2 years later, for what purpose? Such a lot. Exactly. Like, you called her a liar after the Oprah interview, and I'll keep saying this. So now you want to bring up this stuff. So who's the real liar again? The PR, your PR is just horrible. Y'all are idiots. Just stay quiet. You remember that? Let's go back to the saying, never complain, never explain. Y'all really need to learn, like, put that into action, because this is not helping you at all. Little Mac, Megan doesn't talk to the Telegraph, so leaking is coming from inside the House of Windsor, or it has made up, like all the other made up headlines. Oh, there's some now. Whether there's correspondence, of course, because Megan said that she wrote them. But as we said, it's been years, and suddenly now you want to. But after you called her a liar and a bully and this and that and blah, 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 and then we see the one that was pushing those bully claims is actually being sued for being a bully. And this does not help them at all. It doesn't help them. Never complain, never explain. You would have been better to do it that way. Diane, leaking is coming from Clarence Publishing House. And her bug-eyed spawn son, who works for one of the most disrespectful media. Yeah. It doesn't take long to just, follow the dotted lines or the money trail, so to speak. And all roads seem to lead back to one or both of the palaces. So let me see. Black Queen, the low lives stay trying to use Harry and Meghan for attention in their Kanye Nation. Yeah, they do. You told her you didn't want her there, and she have to sit in the back, which is a horrid thing to say, and claim that you're not racist. There's a lot of connotation to that, especially here in the U.S. So we see you. Mm-hmm. Don't make any visits, because we really don't want to be bothered with y'all. None of y'all. Okay. Marsha, maybe they want Megan to sue them, so that would make her come back to the UK for court. Then they can write about it. They thirsty. Well, she didn't come back for the last one. That was handled when, like I said, she wasn't getting sleep. Unfortunately, a miscarriage occurred in that time frame. So yeah, she didn't go to the UK for the first one. They should know the law by now. She won that one on privacy, especially when you want to piecemeal the letter to make it look a certain way against her versus, printing the whole thing, which then again, you still could not. But then Jason Knopf want to step up and be like, well, I helped write it. You wrote what? Hello? Is that the word that you wrote? Doubt you could put two sentences together, and you just don't look like it. Especially that's not your talent that someone uses you for. Take a sip of tea, everybody, or coffee, whichever is your favorite drink. Vanessa, did anyone see Copycat? Kate is at it again with a visit to one of her school teachers. Rolled my eyes so hard they almost fell out of my head. No, didn't see it. Don't care to see it. Is that what that purple outfit was when they went? Woo, too much. Hey, Nora, the Stock Explorer. How are you? Alan. As I go past that. Oh, legs. The royal family are leaking this because they want to keep the focus off of them because of the Guardian articles. Oh, yes, they're asking where the $80 million in jewels are. So, for those that are sleuths and like to get into some detective work, maybe you can help out the royal family and figure out where $80 million of jewels disappeared to. And Meghan hasn't been in the country, so you can't blame her for it because I know you would have if you could. But there were a couple of people who raided the Queen's jewels upon her death because they wore them to her funeral. Now you all work that out. Oh, or the bags of money that King C3 had after the fact. It's so many pieces to the puzzle. Go look for them. But Legs, this is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I see another one popped up. Lottie. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so very much. As I'm scrolling through the comments. This is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Again, okay, back to comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Diane, already royal disrespect on the fermented products at the local grocery store. Times are bad and getting worse. Let me tell you something. That one made me laugh, but it's so fitting. Tampax for Tampax. Let's see. Elaine, the purple outfit was worn to a visit to Birmingham. Was it a dual engagement or did he just show up? Because he seems to be showing up on her engagements. Got to show the look of the happy family. Not. Cookies and cream. Everyone, please contact Stop Funding Hate. I had seen a clip of Bill Maher's show where he and Piers Morgan were attacking the Susses if they absolutely were dehumanizing Meghan. Enough is enough. Oh, Mr. Bill Maher. He and Piers are two birds of a feather. Anything for ratings. Anything for ratings. But yes, I definitely will. Let me see. Wow, they've stolen blood diamonds, jewels. We'll know who did it soon because that is just cursed. Oh yeah, they gonna get it. They gonna get it. They gonna get it. Rhonda, any former teacher mama wants to see should be fired immediately. Now, it's not the teacher's fault that she speaks that way, because early education is on the parents. You all understand what I'm saying. Let me see. Diane, Jason's only legit book could be entitled Safe Words, How to Stay Alive While Waking on the Wild Side. Woo. I could come up with a few titles for him, but I will not. Yeah. Elaine, dual engagement. Yeah. Gwendolyn, he is, and the fact that he has dated black women just really, it doesn't change the heart of the people. They just kind of use that as an excuse. See, I dated this one. I'm not racist. Whatever. Oh, he's back. Oh, Alan, you're taking me out today. You really are taking me out. Sounds like Carmilla has been to the Antique Roadshow more than once. Okay. Whoa, all right. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Alan, did you help my memory with Spare? Was it you that said that you wanted the extra copy that I had? Because if so, drop me an email, um, vspeaksroyally@gmail.com. And, let me know for sure, because I do want to get this book out of here and give it to whom wants it. I'm sure by now you probably have one, so I don't know why that just hit me. But thank you, Alan. All right, so at least this time with Trash Time, I came out of it not cussing as much as I was on Thursday, although I was very close to it. Very, very close to it. Joyce, have a good weekend. Rest of your weekend. So let me take a breather. I just want, well, we all want the UK media and the royal family to stop the flicking madness when it comes to, and they seem to be getting loonier as they're getting closer to this Conyer nation. So God only knows, we have 2 weeks to go. Now we're going to celebrate here, and I'm sure every positive Sussex channel will be celebrating also. I won't keep you too long. And in fact, that might be the day that I don't have any Trash Time. I'll keep it we'll just be talking about, how we were all sleep deprived leading up to his birth. And I don't know what you did, but when, where were you when you saw the announcement and all that stuff? So, okay, it wasn't you. All right. I wasn't sure. Thank you for responding though. So, but we're going to have a good time on May 6th because, King Archie is to be celebrated. Should have picked another date, King C3. So that's it right there, Gwendolyn. Hell has a special place for all the unroyal vipers. It does. It really does. So now, I don't have anything else to share on the front of trash. I think I've covered quite a bit. Kim, thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Let me see. Marsha, don't let these fools get to you. Mrs. B, my third eye tells me they will get their coming ups. Oh, I know. Mine is telling me too. Some of them are seeing it instantly, and then some, it'll take a while. But these next 2 weeks are going to be very, very interesting, to say the least. Very interesting. So let me see. Kim Coates, 2 more weeks to tick off Prince Harry into an 11th hour cancellation of his plans. Woo! No, he'll be there. He'll be there. He can make, he could have went in early and made it, they do have friends that live there, because one did allow him to stay at their home while he was there for that hearing. But yeah, it's an in and out trip, and I think y'all are 6 hours ahead of us, so he would have plenty of time to fly back to the California and spend time with his little son. So yeah, those that think, Miss Levin, who thinks that 4-year-olds don't know their birthday, are you like stupid? But okay. Elaine, 60% of the UK are not interested in the coronation. Woo! One of the most expensive parties I think you all are having. And yeah. Craziness. So yeah. Kim Peaches, Prince Harry's a man of his word. He will attend. Turnabout trip, correct. Yeah, he's turn and burn. He's out of there. Much like their trips that have been prior situations. Unfortunately, they got locked into the UK because it took 10 days before the funeral. But and speaking of which, King C3, can you make arrangements? Because I know they're already planning. That's something they do, the succession planning. They do that type of stuff. I don't know what your code name is, but please don't have people locked in for 10 days. Make it quick. People can be in, they can be out, quick. You ain't that loved. All right, so On that note, Elaine, the only party I'm attending is, yes, we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a funky good time. We're going to have a funky good time. Yeah, we're going to have a good time. All right. Archibald never said that Harry will attend Buckingham Palace today. Well, hello, Church Nelly. I think this is the first comment I've seen from you. How are you? Are you feeling good? Did the storms get you down there? Because they were fierce here. That's true. That's very true. But he would have, if now you know Harry, he would have set the record straight if that was not the case. So I'm taking it that he will be there. Either way, we're gonna party and have a good time, and maybe he'll Zoom call. They could put a computer screen where he would have sat. Okay. I'm starting to get giddy. Time for me to get off here. Marsha, I'm glad the world media will be there to record and report on what really will happen at the combination. Protesters, egg throwing. Ooh, they might want to rethink that carriage ride, although I am praying for a downpour of rain, like torrential rain that day over in the UK. In the UK. Even just right over Westminster. Because, nobody needs to see carriage rides of people. Oh, y'all are too funny. Let me see. Cookies and cream. For those that's not on social media. Oh, Stop Funding Hate has a website that you can go to. Yeah. StopFundingHate.info. Everyone, let's stick together and contact. Yeah. He has said some other awful things, but yeah, he needs to be shut down. So definitely, I'm going to leave this comment up as I'm going to play my outro music. So definitely go after those that just feel that they have a right, in a sense, to say whatever, even if it's very ugly and disgusting. And Bill Maher should know better. But, he doesn't have the sense that God gave him either. And on that note, please take care of yourselves. As I always say, please wear your mask because the buggy bugs are still out there. And we will be talking. Definitely keep, the Sussexes, especially as you see all this hate that's being ginned up against them. And yeah. Thank goodness for Montecito, California. That's all I can say. Bye, everybody. Love you all, and thank you to all again who donated. Thank you for all for all of you who joined the live stream. Hopefully, you remember to hit the thumbs up, and we'll share it out and tell everybody about it. So, then more can come and hang out with us. So please take care of yourself. Be well. Bye.